well. Aaron, great to see you, brother. Hopefully you're well. Let's go, people. It's another Wednesday, which means that it's Q&A day. And with that being said, guys, welcome one and welcome all. And if you're here live, it means that you've recognized that there's been a shift in time difference as well. So I didn't expect this one to be too busy today. Obviously, we've hit daylight savings now in Vic, which means Queensland, WA have changed. But we got some boys from both Queensland and WA here. So well done for finding us. As always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Feel free to ask questions. If you're this is not a client-only webinar. This is the one of 8 that we do per week. I think it's 7 or 8 that is open to anybody. So feel free to interact, guys. If you've got any questions of the stuff that we're going to be talking about today, feel free to comment on the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can stay up to date with each episode. New announcements. So we're going to have leverage content. There's going to be about 11 or 12 videos unlocked for you probably by end of this week. That's what I've been kind of focusing on myself. So leverage content for any of you. I mean, we literally have an army here of people that are leveraging or leveraged or very close. I mean, most people here. So feast your eyes on that content. The content that will be released in terms of leveraging, and anyone that's watching this on YouTube, because we do sort of see our subscribers going up gradually. So we know you're watching out there, people. What we've created at Pinnacle with Strike Content is an army of trainers that make getting fully booked easy. And these guys, well over, I'd say 50% of the guys here have trainers, if not 75% of them are looking for them. We're growing people's businesses to the level where they leverage and get their time back. And that's what we're doing here at Pinnacle with Strike Content. So the leverage content that's coming, guys, is super detailed, and it will be able to get you to a point where you can get your head around a new trainer position, what your position is within the business, how to look for trainers, organic and paid recruitment methods, internal and external of the gym strategies, then how to interview, how to then get contracts done, and also how to build a brand new product. So I'm actually going to chuck in a new product into the leverage side of stuff, which highlights the coaching experience that we've been speaking about over the last sort of couple of months. Does that make sense? The coaching experience, we know what we're saying. It's all come off the back of Tarkin here, who mentioned that he was building an experience. We're actually going to formalize that and chuck it in because it helps build belief when selling packages and leveraging the PT face-to-face sessions to your trainers that they're getting an online trainer plus they're also getting a face-to-face trainer. So we're actually making a formal package. So that's what you'll be able to get from the leverage content. From then on, the rest of it will be finished within the next coming months. A couple of months max, probably. It just takes time, this stuff, guys. So thanks for bearing with me. In terms of updates as well, we have a new module which has just been recorded before, showing people if they want to how to create their own school. So we know that Tarkin has done this with his business. I've had 3 other people ask as well if I'd recommend them using, School instead of ClickFunnels. The answer is yes for a members area. However, we have got people that are inquiring about ads now, one of which Aaron is here on the call. So potentially them working with myself and Jude, mainly Jude. Hi, Nath, hopefully you're good, on running ads as well. ClickFunnels will integrate better with that. And this just goes again, shows the caliber of the clientele we're creating now at Pinnacle. We're getting so big that people don't even need, not even need, but they're going beyond the organic marketing methods. They're going to start running ads. And doing these bigger things. Therefore, you need these other subscriptions. ClickFunnels, you can have funnels within as well as members areas, but School is just a lot more user-friendly. So there's a little video that's going to be released today. That one will be uploaded into School about how to build your own school. Anybody here, quick show of hands, that is using a members area of some kind or School? Tarkin, I know it is. Tane is. Dan is as well. Dan, Dober, well done, bro. What are you using, Dober, for yours?
It's more like a Facebook group with Jude and I are working on. Yeah, so I got it up running yesterday, and yes, early stages.
Perfect, good, well done. I mean, look, this is the free alternative, guys. This is when everyone's ears perk up. The free alternative. The free alternative, guys, is that of a Facebook group, right? However, Facebook groups, though, they're not like. I wouldn't like to put all of you guys that are here because everyone here is clients. I wouldn't like to put all you guys through a group on Facebook with 600 plus other people that aren't paying for a service. Right? That's the only thing. Remember as well that your VIP group that you've set off or set up, that this is a great topic to set this webinar off on, is you're using that as a holding pot for leads as well, correct? Or are you using it as a client-only group separate to your VIP group? How are you setting it up with Jude?
Well, client-only group.
Okay, so yeah, if you're going to do it client-only, awesome, use a Facebook group. If you want something more formal, which has the perks of click of a button email automation, right? So with School, which you cannot do on ClickFunnels, you can build a post. I'm sure you've seen this, Tarkin, and you can publish it and email everyone instantaneously. Normally, to have that work, the amount of headache that comes with like trying to get email automations to work and also cost associated with it is massive. So that's a huge benefit of School. Obviously, you can't do that with Facebook, but you will get notifications pop up in Facebook groups, right? So when you post, people will get notified. Facebook group is budget. Then I'd say ClickFunnels if you want the whole package with funnels, website building capability, and a members area, but not as easy to build as School, which I would recommend. Basically, going back to my point, is a new piece of training that's uploaded today. So stay tuned. We'll be doing a post in School about that. And if anyone wants to check it out, there's a free 14-day trial, free 14-day trial link. I think you got a free 14-day trial, Tarks. Is that right? Yes. 14-day trials. You just set it up and Bob's away, and Bob's your uncle. Off you go. All right. So yes, that is that. That is new content. All right. Before we get stuck in a second, raise your hands if you've got any questions at all, and they'll be answered. And I just ask a favor. Every single person here, if you haven't, did admin message anyone here yesterday? Yes, Mon, they did. Anyone else? No one else. Okay, if anyone has been hit up by admin here, they're just on a rampage for reviews. They're on a review rampage at the moment because we're running some ads and stuff like that. We're just trying to make sure that everyone's left reviews. I think you did yours, Mon, so appreciate it. If anyone here hasn't left a Facebook review and would like to rate us 5 out of 5 because we're freaking awesome here at Pinnacle, then please head over straight away and do that as you're just listening here and tuning in. But I'm pretty sure everyone here would have done that already. So yeah, if you haven't though, please take a couple minutes now to do it because I know that your time is valuable and I just don't expect you to take time out of your day. Otherwise, we all know how long testimonial videos can take to record, Dover, don't we? So the same thing goes with when you have to drop reviews on people's pages. It's a pain in the ass. I know it is, but if you want to do it now, it would be appreciated. Q&A though, guys, let's rock and roll. Questions about anything? Let's go.
Yeah, I had a question.
I love Tane for always being the first one. He's the icebreaker. Thanks, bro.
So the trainer that I was training up to, the third trainer on board, it worked out well. He's not going to come on board anyway. He's got to move down to Perth, and then also there were some things that weren't that great with him, so I was going to let him go anyway. But I was wondering about potentially using like paid ads or anything like that, just to try and, like, I've tried to use Indeed. There's no point in me jumping on Seek because I know that Be Inspired already does paid Seek ads for any time for PTs, and then they give those PT leads to me anyway.
Yeah.
So I was wondering about if there's any point in considering paid ads to try and get a trainer.
Definitely. Definitely, bro.
Run LinkedIn ads, run LinkedIn jobs, and pay for the subscription on LinkedIn.
Okay.
There you go. The only thing with that is that less people are going to be on that works as well, by the way. It's just a great piece of advice. The only thing is less people are on LinkedIn than they are Facebook. So you might find that, and people, I mean, obviously it's an ad, right? So it'll be broadcasted through a paid stream, but also, yeah, LinkedIn, Facebook ads, you can definitely run them. Obviously, when you live in Geraldton, this is part and parcel of what comes with the struggles, right? I was actually speaking with somebody recently from Geraldton. I think it was a PT in Perth and they used to live there or something like that. But anyway, I don't think, I'll always keep my eyes and ears open for people here as well. Like, but yeah, LinkedIn ads, if not Facebook ads, 100%. And just do like a We Are Hiring and just you know, the same sort of ad that you would use, template of which is recorded in the new content. So this stuff will be released, like I said, Tani, by the end of this week, maybe. That there's a new job ad in there. You could use that. But yeah, Facebook ads is just another kettle of fish. It's a whole new era of.
Would you recommend, because on the Facebook ad that I just posted for looking for a trainer, I said that I was going to give a $250 referral bonus to anyone that referred a friend or family member that ended up being a trainer. That would get a lot more traction. Would you recommend, if I do a paid Facebook ad, keeping that in there as well?
Yeah, you can do. You can 100%. You've got to just think like this. Like when you do any form of, I don't know whether Jude knows. Is there any form of limitations on what you can and can't advertise when you're like trying to recruit with Facebook ads? Jude, do you know anything like that? I don't know. We've never done any recruiting.
No, you can run Facebook ads, but the thing with Facebook ads is to get Facebook ads really working, they need to be narrowed. You need to allow Facebook to narrow down the audience, which can take a lot of time. That's why if you use like Seek, Indeed, or LinkedIn, you're only targeting employers straight away. And if you use the paid function, that's probably going to be the fastest way because it's already targeting that section of, you know, people. But yeah, like if you do a location setting on Facebook and then advertise that, that should be fine. But I think you'll probably find that it's just going to take more time on Facebook than it is those other platforms, purely just because they're for hiring.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Or you can also poach from other gyms.
Yeah, I've reached out to a few trainers.
Yeah. Is there no one in Snap? It is Snap.
Yeah, there's like 6 trainers in Snap.
But they're all, without being horrible, I was going to just bluntly say they're all shit, because we know we've done our due diligence there as well. But there is some PTs there that need help. Like we can't sign them up. They're people that would happily bite your arm off for an opportunity with you, bro. Have you looked into any of that?
Yeah, I've reached out to a couple of them. They said they're happy at Snap. Yeah.
Okay. That's it. You can't. Awesome. That's fine.
Because I train at Snap when I don't want to be harassed, and so like none of them are busy. Like I'll go there at like 8, 9 in the morning sometimes, and there's no one's pumping.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. We found, I think this is the same with Tarkin, right? In World Gym in Bunbury, that there's, how many trainers are in there, bro? 10, is it?
Yeah, 9, but then none of them, like there's probably 2 that are busy, that are in there all the time. Other than that, people are just happy making, you know, $800, $700 a week, doing what they're doing, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what the that's sort of your stability mode or stability level for people these days, is sort of your, you know, $700-800 a week, and if you can hit that, then people are quite happy to cruise. And yeah, then you can pay your rent, put food on the table, and buy your supplements, and just train all day yourself in the gym, and take photos on Instagram and try and get Insta famous. Some people are happy with that as their life goal, you know what I mean? You know, for whatever period of their life that they're at, right? And that's fine. It's completely fine. So yeah, that's it. What have we got here? So not an expert, but if we can add and share post as friends, we could reach a wider audience. You can't, yeah, with ads doesn't work like that, Jack, unfortunately. With ads it doesn't work. But yeah,
what about posts work like that?
posts
I'm sure.
like,
I don't know anyone in Geraldton, but yeah, if I'm friends with him, so I'll just share the post. See, I don't know.
Are your friends with PTs in Geraldton?
No, with Tane, so I can share the post so that my
of course.
400, 600 people see it. And every trainer, if they can share it for him, then yeah.
100% right. 100% right. And Jack is completely right there. I mean, obviously sharing is caring, right? And with that being said, the only thing is though, is that it's Geraldton. It's very small. It's a small area, like whether or not like people are going to see or anything. But yes, that is completely right, Jack. It is completely right.
Just quickly, Tane move to Melbourne. We'll just take over every single gym.
Yeah.
There's definitely. Oh man, these boys will clean up in Melbourne, man. I tell you.
Have you got an Australian Institute of Fitness or AIPT anywhere over there that you could get to?
Not in Geraldton. No,
I've been in from Perth.
4.5 hours.
Okay.
Not
Because
a
you might
bad
be able to go
9-hour
and get in
daily
front of them and talk to their students and bring a new student coming on board. I've done
Yeah.
that with AIF at their finite.
Yeah, I've been in touch. There's some new PT training agency come up, and I've been in touch with them and told them about the opportunity, and they said that they'd get in touch when they start having nearly qualified PTs through. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all good.
Yeah. I was going to say something else. Oh, there is one other thing that you could do, but you wouldn't get a massive amount of traction with it. However, you could create a little holding pot. So Nathan and the boys and girls in SA created personal trainers Adelaide, or personal trainers South Adelaide, personal trainers, right? You could create your own Facebook group with that, but the thing is that you're not going to get a tremendous amount of traction because there just isn't very many there, right? There might be, what, 100 PTs in Geraldton? Maybe, at max?
No.
Nah?
No.
Yeah, so I don't, like, yeah, it's one of them. So I don't know. I don't really know what else we can do. The other thing, and honestly, this is something that you should plant seeds with now, is clients. If you ever see any potential with clients, bro, that's what you do. Like you could, even if people want a career change, or if they're young and they're looking for a career, bro, even contribute to their study. Do you know what I mean? Like, and have an agreement that if you contribute, they're not going anywhere else in Geraldton. Do you know what I mean? Like that, you got to kind of create your own PTs. But it would take 6 months. But at the end of the day, you're better off having a couple that start, and eventually you create your own workforce. That's probably something we haven't discussed that I probably would do if I were you as well. Because anyone here ever incentivized, or not incentivized, motivated and inspired people to become a trainer? Definitely happened with a few people there, for sure. That happened with me a few times. Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll reach out to some.
You can also check out the community groups on Facebook for Geraldton. I don't know if you guys have any, but that might be a way to go.
Yep. Yeah, sweet. I'll reach out to them as well.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Otherwise, one of the other recruiting methods is just to call PTs, and there is a detailed section on how to recruit inside the new leverage content. So check it out when it comes out end of this week, start next. But that's a good question, Tanya. Good question, and hopefully there's a detailed answer. So that's that. Any other questions that we have here that people would like to ask? Otherwise, I'm going to head over to school because I think there is a couple of questions that we're going to ask or that want answering. Okay. All right. So I didn't see if there were any hands up there, but yeah, otherwise just put your hands up, guys. If you at any point now, because this is where conversation is going to start flowing. We've got 2 questions here. So one from Aaron and one from Tash. So someone has mentioned the app, ChatGPT. You're a tad hesitant about AI-based. So would this be helpful for the business growth? And if so, what are the benefits to using this app? Jude, do you want to answer the question there, bro?
Yeah, so ChatGPT is an AI tool that you're probably quite familiar with because of its recent boom. It's used primarily for like copywriting, content creation, with writing and ideas. So if you're thinking of creating content, or you even want tips on like nutrition or training or anything to write to your clients, that's a great thing to use. And also you can write emails, you can write Facebook posts, Instagram posts, all that sort of good stuff. You can even get it to create a program and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as you, but it will give you the framework to do so. If you want more information on ChatGPT, look at the webinar. I think it's webinar number, 4 weeks ago on social. Well, send me a message on school. I'll send you the seminar that we did, the webinar that we ran ChatGPT to use for your social media content creation.
Okay, cheers for that, dude.
Perfect.
What was that?
Oh, I was just saying thanks for that, because that was my question for that chapter.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, send me a message on school if you want to go through the webinar. I know a bunch of the people already, a bunch of trainers who were on the webinar and also rewatched the webinar have been using it in their their copies for their social media posting. But yeah, it can do a bunch of different things, and we run through how to do it all. And the advantages of it is most PTs get stuck on figuring out what ideas to like post with content. So you might not know how, like, you might not be able to think of 100 ideas, but ChatGPT can. So you can use that to build a framework of what to say, and you can even get it to write the script of the video if you really want. But you can really go in depth with it, and it's really helpful to cut that time down that you might struggle with being like, how do I post like every day, for example? You can create like 30-day, 90-day calendars with ChatGPT, email marketing, all that sort of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. I might, yeah, I'll give you a message on school pretty soon for that webinar. So that'll be good to actually get some more insight on it.
Great to hear. I'll talk to you soon.
Aaron, also, Jude, just a heads up for probably the next 2 to 3 weeks time, Aaron's going to start running ads. You're probably going to use yourself to do a setup for maybe a 2 or 3 week period, just so you can get it all set up for him and basically, yeah, work with him with that. So I'll connect him with you as well, bro, when the time's right. All good? Are you happy for you to do that, Jude?
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. All right, cool. So Tash as well. So we had here the submitted question from Tash, half price power strategy for ex-clients. 2 months left. Okay, so this here, my short answer to this, Tash, is no, but you can do it. The reason why is this. Whenever you run marketing where you're getting people to pay for something, a lot of the time you'll just get, like, even if you give them a 90% discount, they still have to pay, they're still having to pay for something. So a lot of the time you just get a lot of like no response, right? But you can't, but there's nothing stopping you from running it. And you can if you want to. Like, I just know that your energy, which we'll probably discuss in the next webinar in marketing after this, your energy is best put elsewhere. Does that give you a bit of an answer to the question? There's nothing wrong with what you said. So, because I saw it and I was kind of like, what is this? This looks like a text message template. But yeah. Like, you could do that, no problem at all. But I just think you'll get better at return.
Because I don't think the reason I was thinking about it was so I've had a few people sort of drop off whether it become to financial reasons or they've dropped from one. So mainly for those that, you know, that have sort of dropped off, whether it be, you know, work commitments are just overpowered as far as their timing, or most of them has been financial. It's like, okay, the finances just haven't been there or whatever. So it was like, okay, it's people that I've worked with for like the last, say, 12 months ish, just to see if it's another way that they didn't want to stop PT for any other reason. It purely was they just couldn't find it in their budget. So it was more, okay, can I reignite these guys to sort of, okay, get them back on, try and get them the progress that they need for the end of the year, to then for them to see the investment that, okay, yeah, now I'm starting to feel good again. Yeah, I want to kick back up again. So that was purely for those. That was my reason. And it just might be enough to, if I get, say, 3 or 4 of them back, that would probably fill that would fill my diary, basically. I'd be booked. So it was more that regard, doing it that way.
There is a really good strategy that we can run using voice message, right? We will cover this in the next webinar because this is value for clientele only that I'm going to go through here, because it's very, very, it's very valuable. But I will say this to anyone that's watching this now: if you're not utilizing voice message as a method of communication with prospects, clients, leads, whoever, you're losing out. So if anyone that's watching this that does any, like, if you're a PT that struggles to market your business, here's my copy for what I'm about to say. If you're a PT that's struggling to market your business and you are constantly finding that you're getting no replies, not people open messages, and you're in the DMs and struggling, then voice message is the secret to success, right? That alone there, guys, for anyone who's watching this on YouTube, because I know there are a lot of little followers at the moment watching these webinars. We appreciate you. That is a humongous value bomb right there. Like, just voice message is the secret. And personally, that's how we grew to over 100 clients strong, organically, no ads, no nothing, just voice message. So I'll talk about how to do that, but very simple. Just Tash, reach out to your old clients, but make it personal, voice message. And then what we'll do is we'll hit with a bit more of a better offer that we normally use at Christmas time as well.
Okay, perfect.
So we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm just trying to go through here and see if there's any other questions here. So what have we got? No more questions. All right, we have got here as well. So watch this. I'm just seeing a post here, and Tash, I've got to say as well, guys, well done for all of your posting in school, by the way. School is lit at the moment. So thinking of 6-week challenge starting November around body positivity. Speak to us, Tash. What are you thinking about here?
Yeah, so I've been noticing a lot around, obviously on social, people starting 6-week challenges this time of the year. And a lot of it is around fat loss, beach body. And I know for a lot of people that having that 6-pack or that really slim body isn't necessarily their focal point, or they're not at that point yet. And I was talking to one of my other clients, and I was saying about, how I love summer and going to the beach. And she goes, she used to love going to the beach when she was slimmer, but now she's a bigger lady, and she goes, I just don't feel confident. I don't feel like I belong at the beach. And she's lost a lot of weight. She's done huge changes. Yeah. And I said to her, so why is that? And she goes, I just don't feel like the odd one out. And it's like she doesn't have confidence in, like, there's a lot of plus size swimwear or that around. So it got me thinking, it's like, well, we talk about, obviously, I don't want to do anything on like poor body image and stuff like that. So I said, so, you realize that, the beach and summer is enjoyable for everybody. And I said, I was thinking about potentially putting something around of building a challenge based around that. So getting people confident in their own skin, still doing training, still doing nutrition, but getting them to feel confident in being able to enjoy those sort of activities. And then having as a part of the challenge, getting them to think about, okay, is there something that they see, like an outfit that they would like to be able to wear at the beach to make them feel comfortable, and then maybe throw like a beach party or something at the end where they wear that new item or that new outfit, and just purely building up that positivity rather than thinking, okay, that's sort of more what I was thinking about it.
Thoughts? Anyone is thinking of doing anything coming into summer, or if you're watching in the UK going into winter, anyone thoughts on this? No? Look, there's nothing wrong with doing this at all. I mean, this time of year is the time for challenges, and it's the time for people getting in shape, right? For summer, if you're an Australian-based or New Zealand-based trainer, right? And it is that simple. However, it's something that I really don't ever focus on challenges at all. And the only reason why is because they have an end date. And I know for a fact that if people want to get in shape, they're happy to either do a challenge or work with a PT. And because, like you mentioned, like you've mentioned here, that getting ripped abs and all that sort of stuff is not for everyone. So you could do something around that, right? You could do something around that instead. Well, when you do one-on-one stuff, it's completely tailored to the individual's goals, and it's more private, and they don't have to be doing things in a group format. So like for me, everything kind of like leads towards like just go on a marketing rampage, like wait until Christmas, right? Go on a marketing rampage, wait till Christmas, and you could then do something for New Year if you wanted to. You could use the leads, like create a drop sell to do a New Year's challenge from all the leads that we create and generate through Christmas. Right? You could do that. I just like the whole month of December is completely filled up with a marketing marathon that we do every single year. And I just don't think you need anything to disrupt that. And if you do, you're going to find it's going to take away. From the energy towards that. We'll talk obviously in the next webinar about your marketing and where your position is with that. But yeah, that's my feedback. Like Tash, there's nothing wrong with doing it. But again, if you run a challenge at this time of year, at the start of October, like think about it, guys, 5 weeks, Christmas marketing starts. 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And now when I say
Yeah.
Christmas marketing starts, it's not. It's going to be the time that I give people to start executing. And to be honest with you, with Christmas marketing this year, we will probably utilize the marketing marathons to discuss Christmas marketing, and we'll just have a lot more conversation in them as well, because we won't do everyone's individual current marketing format like we do at the moment. We always ask people, where are you up to? What are you doing for leads? How many have you got? What do you need? Right? Probably won't do that, but we might even automate the whole process this year. I've recorded everything from last year. I might just give people 1 week by 1 week by 1 week, utilize the Facebook group that we had last year, and just give people the recordings. This doesn't really need to be recreated again. So again, you just got to keep yourself fresh at this time of year, Tash. Don't run yourself into the ground. You know, like, you want to go hard in the build up to Christmas, and then after the 25th hits, you just want to announce winners and get ready for a lot of calling and contacting with hundreds of leads in Jan. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. But we'll discuss again in more detail in the marketing webinar.
Yep.
Tan, how are you, Del? How's things?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can, yes. You're not on a treadmill, on a stepper, or in a car. Jesus, you can tell you've found leverage hiring a trainer. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I was having lunch just then.
Well, you're always eating. You're always eating.
Yeah. My question was, I don't know if Jude is so. Jude, are you there?
Yes, he's there.
Okay. Because he invited me to his Facebook page when he was doing PT. And the advice that I got from him on, I can't remember when, probably like one social media webinar, was to just make it a little bit more, like, just give it more of like a community vibe. I was scrolling through, and Jude had this like event that he got his clients and stuff at like a fish and chip place. And I was thinking of one, just like, because I've gotten close to some of my clients, right? And I just wanted to celebrate them pretty much for like the end of year. And I just wanted to know like how that went and how'd you go about doing that?
Yeah, so probably a month before, I was like, I just started asking people if they were free, and then I just posted it on Facebook. And yeah, I think at the time I probably had I had about I think I had about 100 clients at the time, and about 50 of them turned up. So yeah, it was like really good. And I enjoyed doing those events. Like, I would try and do them once every 3 months to 6 months. But on the social media webinar, and also this week, I'm going to talk about sort of what I dived in last time, is how to like use your Facebook group as a community and create a community of, or like more of a cult of people in your gym that you like, people want to feel a part of something. And when they're training with you, if you're showing that other people are training with you, it's going to incentivize more people to want to be part of that community, but also just to stay in the long run, because other people are doing the same sort of thing. And Tarkin's also finding that now with school, that other people are communicating with each other, and organizing training sessions with each other, and they start becoming friends. And that's the community aspect you really want to create with the Facebook group, and the VIP Facebook group, because that's actually like really, really important, especially when you start leveraging and you have less contact with your clients. But if your other clients are holding your other clients accountable, it's like a great thing to have in your gym.
Yeah, and I also noticed like a lot of my clients, like, they're the only one in their family doing training or making themselves better, and they're the only one in their friend group. So I just thought it'd be nice to have like, I don't know, like a clique of fitness guys and gals to just band
and
together.
The reason F45 is the fastest growing chain in the world, not so much anymore, but it was for a long period of time.
At the moment, I think gone. I think they're gone.
Yeah, like it is now, but that was only because of like COVID lockdowns. But it was the fastest growing chain, and that was purely because of its community aspect. Like, it was, people love being together, and obviously we do one-on-one training. The only way to really get them together is through community events. And also, like what I told Tanya, as I'm telling everyone, is when you have a Facebook group, share your clients' achievements, share new, and then they'll see, oh, this client's done this thing, and then they'll see them in the gym and they'll be like, oh, congratulations. or congratulations on your transformation, these sorts of things, which will make your clients feel good, but also keeps the community aspect in there. And they're like, no, oh, like I'm a part of Tanya's Facebook group or whatever your business is called. And then, yeah, like, you know, like if you end up having like merch or something, like you'll see, oh, a bunch of your clients are wearing it through the gym. And then whenever someone goes to the gym, they'll be like, oh, they're always wearing all these people are wearing the same kind of merch. What is it? Oh, it's like this PT. Oh, she must be doing really well. You know?
That's the biggest flex ever, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, these events, I'm just trying to find you one of like what I had as well. That we did a really, really good one. Like these. Oh, here you go. Right on cue. So here's one that I did, and you create photos like that. Yeah. So a big long table of your clients. Like this is something that, guys, this is a marketing strategy as well, right? This is a marketing strategy. Get all of your guys, invite them out, celebration. You could do a Christmas party if you wanted to, right? You could do a Christmas party. I can already feel a new marketing strategy brewing here mentally. But you do a Christmas party, everyone brings a friend as well. And just say that we're giving you the opportunity to bring a friend. That, like, when we take the new take that we have on referral strategies as well, it's just like you've got to just ask people straight up, like, I want to help as many people as possible. Have you got anyone here that you can help, like, or that we would be able to help? Someone that you know that wants to lose weight. But look, you've got to make sure that these guys are getting results, and then they will refer people, right? So if you're getting results for Michael, then Michael will probably bring his mate Dave, right? If Michael's not getting results, he probably won't come to the party, right? Because he doesn't want to socialize with you outside of the gym, right? Where he doesn't like training with you anyway, because you're not getting results, right? But you invite all your top clients, get these people to bring someone with them, a clipboard at the start of it, at the start of your message, or at the start of your meeting, the start of your dinner date or whatever it may be. And yeah, you'll find you'll be able to generate leads with it as well, Tan. Like it's something like we don't really like have this in a portal or anything like that. Like it's not in the content that we coach you guys, but it's just a no-brainer to have catch-ups with your guys outside of like your face-to-face PT environment for sure. Do you know what I mean? So feel free to put something together. If you have any questions, always feel free to message Jude, message myself, message the community in school. And yeah, this is a great addition to anybody here that I don't think many people have done, but I know that some people have done it. So
I've been doing it for years, taking people out at least 2 or 3 times a year to go and do something. We've gone paintballing, I've taken them bowling, we've gone skydiving, went through one out of a plane when he got under 100 kilos.
Yeah.
Even just things like obstacle courses in the trees and doing Spartan races and things like that, and they love it. Well, we've gone hiking, and then I had a winery booked, and we went and did wine tasting at the end of the hike. Because you're human and you can still go and have fun. So they love it. They bring their friends and family, always leave it open to bring their partners. And then it just creates that community, and they're mates years later, even if they're not training with me anymore.
There you go. I like it, and it's a massive retention strategy as well, guys. When you do these client catch-ups, huge retention strategy. So I love that. And tell your boy as well that I said bye to him when he comes back from his lesson as well. I just saw that message. That's super cute. You got more manners than my kids. They just walk off.
He always talks to the recordings. He's going, hi Simon, hi Simon.
That's funny. Yeah, so guys, do them like super good for retention, super good for lead gen as well, and just great for all-round community. And combine it with the VIP groups, yeah, and posting in there as well. I mean, if anyone wants to have a look at Jude's group or my group, I mean, just ask. Do you know what I mean? And if you want me to add you to it, I'm more than happy to add you to them. You'll see the content. And we were doing this like 6-7 years ago, like as trainers. Do you know what I mean? Like we're doing it for a long time. But yeah, with that being said, that's that. Jack, you had your hand up there, bro. I keep missing you. You all good?
Oh yeah, no, I was just wanted to ask what's yeah, I would love to be added to Jude's group and see what he's doing. And I threw end of financial year drinks for my clients in July.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are now dating. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Long-term clients.
That's good. That's what you want, bro. That's what you want. So no, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's great for retention, like you said, and great for community, and great for creating relationships, obviously. So there you go. Awesome stuff. Any other questions, guys, about anything at all? Otherwise, I think I will start to preface and pre-frame Christmas. Yes, Aaron. Yeah.
Good minds must think alike, because I was actually just about to ask a question in relation to Christmas marketing and all that. So
there you go.
Yeah, I know. It's a good minds actually. Also, so I replied to your Voxer messages, so you'll probably see them very soon. So that's all good, but later on and whatnot. Yeah, in relation to like retention and all that, and also because we're based around because Christmas is coming up and all that. I'm in the process of looking to buy a little gift and all that for each client and all that. Seeing as though what Jack just said before as well about like doing end of financial year drinks. That's obviously a good suggestion. And you remember a few years ago, so I did the PT client catch ups outside of the social catch ups, and they were really good. And within like 2 seconds or so, everyone just added each other to Facebook. It's fucking awesome. So, but the thing is, it's like, with regards to Christmas coming up, I've done it only in the last couple of years for clients that have been with me for like over a year. So any new clients that come on board, I haven't done a gift for them because it's a bit too soon. But I think this year I'm going to do a gift for like every client, maybe like whether it's a gift card for Rebel, something in relation to their goals and something that can benefit them with their training, going into like the next year and all that. So I think that's definitely something that's worked well for me, and also it'll work well this year for retention rates and all that. So have you got? I know Christmas is a bit of a way off, but I'm starting to go and do some shopping and all that now. So have you got any suggestions as to like for any clients that have been with me for like 3 or 4 years, should I go like $200 card or something, or should I give them only like what sort of amount should I invest for each client to say, thank you, really appreciate your business, and go from there? And should I do anything for like the parents and just say, look, here's a bottle of wine and some shortbread as a token of appreciation? What's your views around that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I remember used to being asked this like a lot in the past. You can do like, so we used to do Christmas cards for every single client, right? So that I used to. I think we did actually do a strategy that Nate loved as well, which was a flop, but where you had to like we did some cards and gave them out to people with referral vouchers in there, but it put too much emphasis and ownership on the client giving the cards to people who never took action with them anyway, right?
Amazing strategy.
Amazing strategy. Amazing waste of Nathan's valuable time. But look, with that being said, though, ads like you can do anything you want in terms of giving back to your community. It's not a bad thing to give back at all. It's just a question of whether you need to. Like, here's the thing. When I say whether you need to, I don't want to sound like I never ever want to give people things. It's not like that. Just whatever you do, I don't recommend giving people free training, right, for a specific time of year. Because I have had it before where everyone gets a free, everyone gets a free session. Well, you've just given away like 40 hours of work that you now have to service. People will be very appreciative of it, but don't give away your time, right? Give away, if you want to, you can give away something of monetary value instead.
Yeah, look, I wasn't referring to like giving away free PT, because it's like, as you said, that's going to be lost revenue, and that's just going to be time gone down the drain. So what's the point of that? Like, I'm referring to like, if I can recognize that a client of mine or client of ours requires brand new runners for their gym, and they might be either short on cash or they might not think of it, like, and whatnot, then it's like, well, maybe if I help to fill the gap there by saying, here's a Christmas card in the form of a $150 gift card to Rebel Sport. And then I'll say on the card to say, here's a gift card for you for like, invest in some new runners for your training, and maybe some new socks, or maybe a new gym bag or sweat towel or drink bottle. I think it's like, I'm also coming from like trying to fill the gaps for the benefit of the client, so they don't have to think about it personally, or they don't have to think, oh, shoot, what else do I need to do for my structure and my purpose and all that sort of stuff. I'm giving you the opportunity to say, right, thank you for the business. I really appreciate it. Here's something that you can benefit from as a thank you gift from me, but also it can benefit you for like your next. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. So not free training or free advice. I'm saying here's something back for you to say thank you for being a long-term client of mine or long-time client of ours, and this can benefit your training going into like the next year. So that's it, and Merry Christmas.
Definitely. Look, definitely you can do that. What I would do is I'd go one further, and in the build up to Christmas, say that you're putting together a Rebel gift card, which they can use for contribution towards trainers or like clothing or whatever it may be, and put together a little value pack of say a few hundred. You could then, what you could do is then you could organize a client catch up where the winner will be announced, and it's taking place from the competition, right, of who can, it's not necessarily the most weight loss, but the most improvement in between now and halfway through December, Christmas party. So you could all organize a Christmas party if you wanted to. You then put together a little value pack of stuff, which gets people glued in. It gets people glued into their goals for the next 8 weeks, right? It also means that they're retained in the business as well, which is good. And then you can obviously reward people with obviously a dinner, and then you can give away say $200-300 worth of value if you wanted to, in the form of like gift cards and stuff like that, and announce it at the client catch up for sure. I would just make sure you incentivize people to take it rather than just give it to someone random. Do you know what I mean? So you could do like you could do a challenge for your existing clients, right? A challenge for your existing clients rather than pumping a lot of time into a challenge which you're trying to set up from scratch that no one, like Michael said in the chat earlier, just got a text from the gym and they've just started a challenge and not one person have signed up. So they've asked us all to hit up all your clients for it. Do you know what I mean? Like clients, challenges, guys, they are a thing of the past. I've said this for years. I don't believe that challenges are good. Why? Because challenges are challenging and people don't like to be challenged, especially in this new world that we are in. So yeah, hopefully that kind of makes sense. But yeah, set up a Christmas party, little pre-Christmas party challenge with your clients. Yeah, and then give the winner some value for sure. Inside the group chat, guys, I've just added in a group to Jude's VIP group, a link there, and also to my one. My one's got 4 times the members, little wink there, than what Jude has. So you might want to check mine out as well if you're going to check Jude's out. He had 100 clients at one point, so you know, do the maths, guys. With that being said, look, they're both there. There's some good stuff in both of those. Yeah, they're good, and check it out. Tan as well, if you want as well. If you want mine, they're both there. Guys, that's that. In terms of anything else question-wise, we have the Q&A. Otherwise, we've got 5 minutes, which is good, and we'll go across into marketing. A quick question from me, actually. In the recordings of these webinars, can you see the chat? You can see the chat. Can you click on links in the recordings of webinars? Because I've obviously never watched my own webinars that I attend live to, so I don't know, but it's interesting.
No, you can't. They're on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. So they're on YouTube. You won't be able to. But can you see the chat on the right-hand side pop up? No, or does it only record everyone's windows?
I think it only records the window with just our faces and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't pop up.
Okay, there you go. So it's for people that are here anyway. If you want those links, they're there for Jude's VIP group and mine. That's that. All right. Any other questions, people? Are we good? We're good. Okay, we're going to fire up the next chat. We'll let the lobby fill up, and we will get stuck in with marketing. And yeah, we'll dive into this little verbal voice message marketing strategy first, Tash, for you. We'll get that done, and then obviously we'll see where everyone's up to, and we'll speak to you across in the next webinar, guys.